Hello, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. In our last episode, we expanded our rockets a bit here and made our first rocket capable of further space travel. And we also added a second resource module to the second rocket. And I would have done it on the first one, except that I'm a little tight on space here with the components of the space, the whatever we're going to call this area. The regolith space regolith control area here. So I just put them on this one. Put it on this one. It doesn't really matter, but of course we struggled with moving around all of these wires and such a little bit. But I think we got them all straightened out and everything is working now. We do have about another 7 cycles before we see the rockets again. So that should give us a little bit of time here to come back down and work on our Volcano Tamer. Now the Volcano Tamer we are almost done on. The speed is on medium, that's good. We need to get some of this water still out of here. It's right now at 600 kilograms. Wait a minute. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. Above 600 kilograms or so, that's actually pretty good. Already, because I wanted about 200 kilograms per vertical, or per tile. So that's 600 per vertical. So we're pretty close. I think that's fine, actually. I'm going to take this out. Earlier, before I started, I took the bridge out that we put in here to keep this loop, or to fill up this loop. So I think I'm just going to take all of this. Ooh, no, not that. Take all of this out and call it a day there. This needs to be set so that it turns green and opens the door when the temperature is above about 200 degrees, but we need to go a little bit less. The recommended is 198. So that door will open when this room gets too hot, and opening that door breaks the seal between, or the link between this metal tile, or these metal tiles, and these metal tiles. And then, therefore, the heat doesn't transfer anymore. So once we get up to about 200 degrees Celsius in here, and with a little bit of a buffer here for the aqua tuner to be able to run and generate its own heat, we want to open the door so that no more heat comes in here. Because if we allow any more heat into this room, then it will actually kind of get wasted. So we want to control how much heat actually gets into this room. This is set correctly. We need to do a little bit more digging here in this area. We need to have we need to take this one out at least. This lead tile here, in order to accomplish the final solution, which is building the water, where the water comes in to make steam into this room. We need to have a water pipe, which we don't actually have. Coming over here, I think we need to get it from down. I'm on the wrong view. Hold on. Here we go. I need to get it from here and bring it in. Let's go. Let's stay inside of the floor for a little while, and then only come out here at the very end. This will be here, and then we can do this a couple different ways. With the new feature of having the outputs be able to be shut off, we could control that with the automation there. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Let's just do that. So let's take this like this, and then we need to have another thermal sensor. I don't want them to pick this up. If they end up sweeping this, we'll have to do something to get it back, but that'll be fine if we do, I guess. Let's do an iron ore, just to make sure we can handle a little bit more heat. And then we need a thermal sensor here made out of iron. And just for my own control, I'm going to also put a signal switch, also made of, I'll make this one out of copper. That way, because it's outside. It's arbitrary, I know, but what are you going to do? And then we'll run iron signal wire, or iron automation wire into those areas there. So hopefully they'll come down in here and do this in the next 1.8 cycles. They're working on the pipe. Okay, let's do this first, though, folks. And then we need to fill this room with temp shift plates. The bottom half of this room, rather, with temp shift plates. We can actually get those started as well. I want to try and get this inside stuff done before, well, before it's too late. I hope they'll be able to reach all that. Oh, we do need to deconstruct all of this lead, because we want to put diamond temp shift plates there. So let's do all of that too. And of course it's nighttime. Let's go super fast. Oh, Nisbet's working still, right? Wow, that rising pressure comes up a long time. So if they end up picking up that lead, there's things I can do to fix it. Let's go there with a ladder. That might be enough. Build, build, build. I think everything is reachable. Yeah, it is. And so far they haven't bothered with the lead. That's good. But yeah, if we end up having to take it out of there, we end up having to take it out. It's alright if we do. Yep, they just picked it up. Doggone it. There is a fix. You're not. You can't, once you build a temp shift plate, you can't put a tile in front of it, so you have to deconstruct those in order to put the temp shift plates there. You also can't put the temp shift plates behind a built tile, so you're kind of stuck both ways. And this needs to be, eventually needs to be when the temperature is above, like, I think it's like 900 degrees. Then make it green, because we need to add more water to kind of level off the temperature here. But this room's going to hold a lot of heat. Eventually. How much more time do we have left? Half a cycle. This is not going to end pretty. What else is new, right? We almost made it, but we're not going to quite make it. Let's go fast again. We'll zoom through this additional cycle. Hopefully get this stuff made. Hopefully. Ooh, new printables. I said new printables. Gold amalgam? Sure, why not? You have to go a long way to get the diamond, I think. And that water instantly froze down here when it... Yeah. That's hilarious. Okay, let's take this out. We don't need it. Good. Can we sweep that piece? Just to keep this room neat. Yes, we can. Let's deconstruct this one. I don't think we'll be able to sweep it, though. Let's slow it down so I don't... Yeah, it's not reachable. Okay, we'll just leave it there. It's fine. We need one more diamond temp shift plate right there. You guys, different color, different temperature. Ah, okay. Oh, they did pick it up. Okay. Let's get that done. Oh, it just melted that tile. Doggone it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. They're not going to be happy about running through the magma, though, because it's 1700 degrees. We need to deconstruct that. And it melted. Is that okay? Do I have a choice if that's okay or not? Except that I don't want the steam in here right now. I don't think. Yeah. Sort of. No, this is a problem. Doggone it. Guess I needed to build that tile out of something that wouldn't melt as fast. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Let me check the materials science here. Solid. What can I build out of that has a high melting temperature that I can build a block out of? I think it's going to have to be wolframite or tungsten. Do a metal tile out of tungsten and build like that. Well, the good news is this is sort of working. Ugh. I can't do that. I have to do just like this. Okay, we have 15 more cycles now till this is no longer a problem. How did that break again? Gotta be something getting into the pipe that I don't like. It's probably me sneaking in water here. I'm not sure. Oh, it melted all these ladders too. Haha. Okay. Let's fix that now. Do that. Do this. So that piece of lead that was there melted, as was hoped and intended. I know it's hotter than heck in there. There's nothing I can do right now other than let more water come in. And I can't even do that because... Sorry. Shoot. This is a problem. No matter what, they have to step down in there too, because of the way this is built. If I built this a little bit higher, I could build a ladder across it. Okay, I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Fine, just fine. Can they reach this? Yes, they can. Okay, good. Let's deconstruct this one now. And I don't think we'll be able to pick up that piece. Actually, let's do it like this. That might just do enough that they'll pick it up. Oh, good. That all finally solidified, which is very good. I mean, it's still 1400 degrees down there, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. We just got some more igneous rock out of the deal, I guess. Oh, wait, I don't want to do that yet. Cancel. Shoot. Oh, good. I need to get more lead in here. We need 4 more pieces of lead. How do I want to do that? Let's do it this way. Let's be sneaky here. Meanwhile, we can build our wolframite, some of our wolframite mesh tiles. Yeah, that should be fine now. I'm not going to build them all yet, but we can build some of them. That's the problem with working with a live volcano is, you know what I should have probably done? I should have probably built another airlock like over here to get into here and do all this work and then dig out those pieces after the fact. By the way, I'm going to wind up pulling this whole room here down to vacuum eventually. Okay, so now let's go back to metal tile made out of lead, and I'll put... Dang it, I can't do that either. Let's take this one out too. Can we sweep this? Unreachable. Okay. Let's do a little sneaky again then. Meanwhile, let's put in that metal lead tile right here. Somebody broke. What happened? Pipe broke. Oh, I do want... Okay. That's not good. Let's take this out. I'm gonna have to get back down, all the way down in there. Shoot. Actually, I don't need that. Take this out here. Put it up there. Automation wire here needs to go... We need to go this way instead. And then this way. And then we need a plumbing liquid shutoff. We need to do this out here because of the heat. I didn't think about that. Alright, come on, thing. What is wrong with my mouse? Does this need power? Yes, it does. Good thing we have power right there. That doesn't need to be higher, though, because I'm controlling it. Please build this metal tile. Now it's nighttime again. Did our rockets come back yet? No, they have a bit of time left. About 2 cycles. Thank you. Did the game just crash? Okay. I don't know what happened there. I got stuck in some weird state, probably because it's in super speed mode. And it's technically not supported. But who's counting, I guess? Okay, so what's that's going to do now is that's going to leave this pipe empty. And so leave all the water out here so it doesn't boil in the pipe. No automation wire connected, though, because it needs to go there. Okay, that's fine. That we can fix. And why are we still waiting on this? Don't understand. Okay, it was just bugged out. And it melted immediately. Oh! No, I don't know. I don't know how many are there now. Slow this down a little bit. That's 100 each. Let's see, we have 200, 300 down there already. So this one should be it. I bet you somebody delivered it. Alright. Go away. I bet you somebody delivered it and it melted before it even got used to build with. And it bugged out the thing. That'd be kind of funny. Oh, Nisbet's gonna come and do it. Okay. We just need like 400 kilograms of lead, liquid lead down here just to serve as a... something. I don't know what to call it. I guess like a part of the heatsink. I mean, it's all part of the same thing. And then someone else needs to build it, I guess. Unless, of course, it melts again. Yeah, it's going to melt again, watch. As it heats up. I don't remember what layer is melted. So we now have almost 200, just over 100, so we'll call that 325 and 75. That's 400. So let's cancel that build, and we'll build the obsidian tiles here instead. And then we'll get out of here. And hopefully get this done before this volcano erupts again. I think we're done in here as well. I don't know what we have for atmosphere in there, but I don't think it really matters. Mostly oxygen, a tiny little bit of hydrogen. That's fine. We can do that as well. Let's go. Oh, we were down at speed 1. Yeah, don't do that, Wally. You'll never get done with the game if you do that. Okay. And then we'll do this again. Okay, that should start overheating a little bit. There it goes. Oh, it's rocket time now. Good. And that kind of balances out the heat a little bit in all 3 of the steam turbines. Okay, and then we can do this one. You can take those out too, by the way, now. And it's the other rocket time. Okay, let's slow down to, well, regular high speed, I think. Yeah, there we go. And here comes one rocket. And we'll let Gosman out. While Kelsey was gone, plenty of food is still left available. And then we just need to get the Oxalite delivered, and then we'll have, we'll launch that rocket again. Probably in the morning, I'm guessing. And it should be about rocket time for the other rocket. Oh, actually it's ready to go now, but I think I'll wait till morning. How does this look? Okay, we can finally be able to pump that steam out of there once we get that sealed off. It is already sealed off. Okay, and then Kelsey's back, and she can go to sleep. And we'll get that also filled back up again. And now let's come up here and go down a little bit in speed. And hook back up that silly gas pump. We're going to have to make this out of steel. Because it's hot in there. It's actually kind of pushing it even. But I don't... You know what? Forget it. We have stuff that we can make it out of. We don't need to relegate ourselves to pain. Let's go with niobium. And then insulated pipe. Out. And a high pressure vent out here. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then we need power in there. And getting power in there is not pretty. I'm just going to have to do a quick and dirty here of this. This is all sealed off now, so this can be pulled back down to vacuum. We just need to get that done. You know what? You don't need to be a 7. But we need to get that done also. And I'd rather have that done first, actually, because we still have more building to do in here. Because all these columns need to be actually 4 tiles high, not 2. And it's morning and I forgot to send the rockets. Okay, let's see. Who wants to go? I think Bonnie hasn't been. And I don't think Jessica has been either. Make sure they both have the right skills, though. Yes. And yes. All right. They're both on number 1 on their list. There we go. And there you go. Ready to launch. So this one is now actually technically done. This is the one we need to go to completely now. We're going to launch to this one. We're going to go back to that other satellite. But I guess I should have waited till they're both ready and launched them at the same time. That's all right. We're going to go back there, but I want to get the research done at this one first. And I might even see about making a double cargo rocket just ascend to get more glass and steel. There we go. Excellent. Where are we? Here we are. That's pumping out. That'll take a little bit of time. I can't do that one yet. That's going to be the last stuff I do. Do those. We're making a big old mess in here of water, but that's okay. Dripping down, 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 down to here, and this big mess down here. Excellent. Oh, we're almost done cleaning out this tank finally. These fish are going to die, and I'm not that engaged in trying to help them. They'll just flop and they'll eventually die, but it'll be okay. I guess what I should have probably done was gotten the eggs out of there at least, so that the new ones didn't hatch. But that's okay. We got a crap ton of guys here, so that'll be fine. How are you doing? Oh, I can't do that one yet either. Why? Oh, it's nighttime. That's probably why. And Nisbet's going to deliver, but she can't do anything else but deliver. There's a lot of steam in here. Holy cows, there's a lot of steam in here. 57 kilograms. That's going to take a long... Per square. That's going to take a long time to pull out of here. It might even be faster. Yeah, I'm going to do it, I think. I'm going to deconstruct one of these, or maybe two of these tiles here. And stop this for now. We have 10 more cycles. Okay, that's the fourth one and the fourth one. They want to do this one. Yeah, this will be much faster. Letting it vent out into the area out here. I mean, even though it's super hot, the heat won't last long. Oh, the lead re-solidified. Okay, Don's on his way. And then we do this one. There's actually not enough thermal mass over here to do this. Or, you know, space to dump this into, this heat into. Take out this as well. And then you two can go. So it should start spreading down into here as well. To take that pressure, not heat necessarily, but the pressure specifically. To push it out. I don't need all those letters, I guess. Do that. But we can see the pressure kind of as the heat, a little bit, that steam. What are we down to inside here now? 10? That's better. We pulled down 10 in so many cycles. That's still falling pretty fast. Faster than I could pull it out of here. So I think I'm going to let it keep falling. And I saw we have printables. No. Yeah, until like the pressure right here is the same as the pressure right here, which we're getting there now. But we're better off leaving that hole open. Yeah. You can still see it kind of flowing too. It's kind of interesting how the thermodynamics or the whatever works in this game, but you can still see it flowing, which is good. So it's still falling quickly. Okay, oxygen is backfilled a little bit in here, so it might be time to seal this up. And kick the pump back on here. Go super speed just to get this done. I want to show this thing working. Okay, good. You're pulling down fairly well. This is actually doing pretty well over here too. That's good. And now the water, all the steam is cooling. We're already down below 100 degrees now, mostly. All the steam is cooled into water and fallen down there, of course. I guess we could mop this junk up. Just it quits dripping. And we've just about pulled it down to 0, which is good. Yeah, it's already pulling down to a vacuum up here. So I'm going to leave this on super speed for the next 8.5 cycles until this volcano is ready. Well, actually I'm not. I'm going to only go for about 2.5 more cycles, and then we'll receive those rockets back. And then we'll jump back into super speed again. There's actually not much water there. I didn't put enough water in this lock. And of course, the steam didn't add much to it. Let's slow the super speed back down again. I'm going to put a little bit more water in that lock. Because 10 kilograms in those top 3 tiles is barely enough. It should be a couple hundred. Alright, we're basically down to 0 now. Down to a few grams in the far reaches. Okay, and then we want water here. Auto bottle, higher priority. Although actually we don't need the auto bottle to start with because they'll get all this stuff here. First, I think. Too much liquid there. That we can probably resolve. Yep. Yes, I can. Come and pick up the water. We're picking up the water and taking it elsewhere instead of just dropping it here. But at least Pedro brought a full bottle, so that's good. Let's see, where does that end at? Almost 150. We'll put one more bottle in there just to be safe. And we are down to milligrams now. In the order of a couple hundred milligrams. Yeah, that's good. Much better. Okay, we can seal this up too, I think. I don't think anything else needs to go in there. Let's go back to super speed again. Yeah, we're down to milligrams. tens of milligrams now. Eventually it'll do that thing like it always does with the with pulling it. Really want this thing to be working so that I can demonstrate or explain it, at least as best I can, in this episode. And we have 7.4 cycles to go. So this will just... Oh, now we're down to micrograms. Yeah. We technically probably don't need this stuff anymore. That one's not reachable then. Oops. That wasn't smart, Wally. Oh well. What else is new? Really? Come on with the micrograms. Just finish it. Finish it. It's such a relatively large area. Because, like we talked about, you're not supposed to have this large of an area. You're supposed to have just the part right around the volcano to pull to zero. Alright, that might be coming close. Finally. Maybe. It's going to pull down to zero on its own now? Not quite. This always amuses me, how this works. We need it down to zero. There it goes. Okay, now it's going. Pulls itself down on the end. Okay, you go there. You go there. And then we need this overlay and that. And then we need to get all that junk out of there. Especially the thermium. That's valuable, valuable stuff. Giant nymph eggs that we can eat. Jump home. Check our egg thingy here. Let's eat those. We could do some stuff with the shine nymphs. But I don't think we really need to. Why you not pick that up? Why are there no errands? Is there no place that will accept thermium? That could be. No, that's why. We probably should accept insulation too. This is getting full. We have to do something about that eventually. Irrigation. Oh, we spent all the polluted water already. Pretty much. And the unclean water is backing everything up because it's not getting in here. Well, actually, I think I'm good. I think we've got this the way that I wanted it. Let's fiddle with this now. Fiddle with everything else. Let's fiddle with this. Let's take this out. And we're just going to start dumping some of the germy water into this pool, which was the intent from, well, not the beginning, but the beginning of this project. And then, yeah. That. Catherine just leveled up. We'll get that cleared out eventually. Let's do this as well so that they can walk straight across there and not get his wet feet. And then they'll go down here so they can step down into there and do that stuff. Where the heck did the steel come from? Probably that pump. Oops. Okay, so this is going to be the destination for the Jeremy water, not polluted water. So let's take a pipe off of... Let's see, that one goes into there and down to here. There. And back here. That one can go away. Go up there. We'll come this way. Maybe over to there. And then I need a bridge. So these fish actually won't die. Look at them. I'll have to put probably some automation in this though eventually. But I think that'll work out best. I'm going to change this around anyway down here. All this pipe spaghetti mess is going to have to get changed around. Okay, hopefully they will finish all of that. Let's go, not there. Let's go. We have 1.9 cycles left there. Holy cow. Let's take some of this junk out. Not that the rockets won't take care of it, but... 4.8 cycles there. Let's go super speed again. I think I'm going to force some more water in here before any of this stuff goes down. We want, again, like a couple 100 kilograms per tile of steam. So if I count the number of tiles in here, that's 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 is 18. So we want 18 times 200, which is 3,600. So we want about 900 per floor tile here. Maybe we don't have to go that high. No, maybe we should. You need to be able to accept as much heat as possible in here. You know what? No, I'm not going to go that high. I'm going to stop it now. We'll go with about 100 or a little more. Yeah, about 100 per tile, 100 steam, and then we'll get the rest in as we need to. Mop that up. So let's wait now until the rocket lands. The rockets land in about a cycle. Hopefully this meteor shower will be done. In the meantime, we can take care of this robot arm and this Moldavite. Oh, we still have a Rubik's Cube someplace too. We'll place that there. Then we'll come down here. And place these. Look how green that area is. Wow. That's definitely an improvement. Especially for the amount of time they spend in that area. That's really an improvement. The next major project we're going to do, by the way, which will be in the next, starting in the next episode, will be the plastic ladders. Wristwatch. We apparently got one of those. Looks like a phaser from the Federation, kind of. I don't see the Moldavite, though. Or the other thing, the robot arm. Oh, I bet you they just got buried. They did. Take them guys out. There was the wristwatch. And it's rocket time. Oop, too far. Too far. Okay, Moldavite. And robot arm. Get those guys placed. And let's get these rockets back. Printables again? No. I suppose the better way to do this with the the shovels would be to have a third stable where I can just deliver ones that I wrangle to, or that I get delivered from the printer or whatever, and then have it be a little bit smarter circuit logic. But that's too much like work. Let's pull Bonnie out of this one and pull Jessica out of that one. And then we'll wait till morning. And actually, let's look at our star map. We need to visit this with one more research module, at least. Then we need to go back there to get some more stuff with one of them probably, and we can come up here as well and start visiting further away. Maybe we'll save. Well, let's see. What do we have for here? 2.7 cycles. Okay, we have time. Let's think about this. Actually, let's look at the tool here. If I added a second cargo bay to one of these, actually no, we can't. That makes 30,000 unreachable with 2 cargo bays. No matter how much fuel we add. So we can't have 2 cargo bays. So never mind. So I think I will send the one here with the single research module to the wrong button. Back to here. And then we'll actually send the 2 research module one onto the further place. And then once this one's done here, we'll send it here to get some more materials. I think that makes sense. So we need to see how much fuel we need for 40,000. The calculator says 1,314 of each. So we need to adjust this rocket. We already have 900 here, so that's 414. And then this is 1314. Assuming that my math is correct. And this one needs to get a person. Let's go back to our sort of standard Calidorn. And let's change this destination to be here. Good. And we'll put Sydney Jr. in there. Calidorn's ready to go, so Calidorn can go. Launch. Oh, that was where we had the thing lower. Yeah. It's fine. And then Sydney Jr. can go to the ice planet. We can get ice, frozen carbon dioxide, frozen oxygen, and then 2 mystery items, as well as we could get these once if we put a biological cargo bay on. So that might be an idea for a very soon episode. Ooh, egg-shaped rocks came back this time. Let's put those out. Okay, where are we at here? 2.2 cycles. Dang. This is a long episode, sorry. But I wanted to get that done in this episode. Let's do our egg-shaped rocks here. And there. That means we need to build more of these again already. They must be bored. They're nailing it with these construction jobs now. Oh, there's some gulpfish or paku down here. Funny. I think we can probably seal that off just for something else to do. Here comes the rising pressure. Alright, we need to fix that junk. Let's help out here a little bit. That one looks like it'll be okay. This one's not getting any petroleum, that's the problem. There. To cool everything down. There it goes. Did we do... Oh, I never set this loader up. Shoot! That's a bummer. Oh, regolith. One cycle. Okay, so let's start talking about how this works. So when the volcano erupts, the magma comes out, of course, and it starts to spill kind of down this spillway. And because there's no atmosphere in here, it doesn't really transfer its heat anywhere, except a little bit into the walls and stuff. But it transfers a lot of its heat into this mesh tile as it comes down the spillway. And the mesh tile cools the rock and transfers and then when the rock turns into a solid piece, a little chunk like this stuff here, it can't freeze here because it can't occupy the same square with the mesh tile. Let's do normal super speed here. So let's say it starts to harden maybe right here. It turns into a little chunk like this, and it can't stay here. So it's going to by default go to one of the 8 squares around it, which are all mesh tiles, and 2 obsidian tiles, of course, except for right here. So what's going to happen is that very, very hot, barely not molten chunk of igneous rock now that used to be magma is going to immediately leap from here to there, and then fall down here. And all of the heat from that chunk then becomes transferred into the steam. And the steam then holds on to that heat and heats up this iron metal tile around it here to basically match the temperature, which is why we're looking at 900 degrees for this. So this entire room, from these obsidian tiles, this entire room here will be 900 degrees. When the door is closed, the door also can become that same temperature, and then so can this metal tile. Now there's a little bit of temperature differential here, and as you can see, the temperature actually came back this way and heated this room back up and kind of came to an equilibrium, and we were off by about 2 degrees here, which is kind of the wiggle room in this game. So once this thing starts erupting here in seconds, let's slow this down just so we can kind of watch it. I'm going to go at regular speed, normal speed that I never play on. It's going to heat this room up greatly because it's coming out of here at 1700 degrees. And now. It spills down and it starts to solidify, and then boom, there you go. All these chunks of igneous rock are 1500 degrees, and they're just starting to heat up this steam like crazy. And heating it up and heating it up and heating it up. And then this starts to rise in temperature, this metal kind of lining to match the steam's temperature, and then the door starts to rise a little bit behind it, and then the metal tile in this room starts to rise, and then these temp shift plates push that heat into the room here and cause this entire room to heat up to at least 198 degrees. Oh, that piece did get stuck. That's actually not stuck there. That's a display bug. So is this thing still erupting? Yes, it is still erupting. It erupts for 75 seconds. So as you can see, this got hot enough to melt lead. And the lead, by the way, acts as a catalyst to spread that heat from these tiles into the metal tiles. So once that lead melted, and now it's lead. It's 1337. Once that lead melted, it became a like a transfer mechanism kind of thing to spread the heat into the tiles. So now these tiles are at 1334, and so you can still see it kind of coming out of here a little bit, but it's done erupting now. And this here might eventually freeze or solidify, I should say, not freeze, but that's fine. Like this piece did here, it's fine. It doesn't really matter too much because it's going to heat up again and melt again as soon as that erupts again. But we just picked up a ton of heat into this room, and it's transferring slowly into this room. But as you can see, it's going to maintain it between the 125, hopefully, that these guys need to run. Let's kick the speed up now so that these guys can kind of start picking up that heat a little bit faster. And whatever this ends up being at, once the heat's kind of gone that way. Oh, it's still pushing a little bit off the edge. Not much, but a little bit. And that piece disappeared, by the way. So, this is kind of how this room works. It just pushes that heat across, and now, other than the cost of running this aqua tuner, which, as you can see, runs rarely, only when this water needs to be cooled down a little bit, which all that water is doing is cooling down this room, which is pretty cool to begin with. So, this is almost entirely free energy from that volcano, as long as that volcano is still not dormant, which of course is going to go dormant in 23 cycles, but it spends about half of its life dormant. So we'll get, I guess we'll only get one more eruption out of it. But as you can see, it's really it's really helping us with the heat, or it's really collecting a lot of heat and turning it into a lot of electricity. So once again, we have some very, very cheap electricity here, almost free. And are you still rumbling for? And that's what this consists of. That's basically it. We actually did a good job stopping at about 100 kilograms per tile, because we have only about 600 degrees in here, and so we didn't need to add any more steam to this room. Eventually, we might need to add more, and that's what this thermal sensor is going to do. And but this room here, because it's constantly cycling, we don't need to worry about this, because it's only going to maintain that temperature up to the 198 degrees before it opens this door and breaks the link between these two metal tiles, these two pieces of metal tile here. I was kind of hoping we'd get there. We're almost there now, but it's fluctuating a lot because of the temp shift plate pushing the heat into the room. So it's fluctuating. I don't know that it's ever going to actually hit the 200 degrees there. It has here, but it's not that much of a differential yet, so it may not hit that. So I think we're going to leave this here, though. As you can see, this works really well. These are almost all maxed out, which means they're going to produce up to 850 watts each. So that's a decent chunk of electricity, 25, 50 watts. And it's all free. I mean, it's all pretty much free. So I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. I hope you enjoyed seeing the construction of this Volcano Tamer over the last 2 or 3 episodes. And next time we'll get on to playing with the transport tubes. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you then. Bye for now.